I want you to imagine something right now. You're watching a Cristiano Ronaldo interview, post-match. You know, the guy who speaks fluent English. He's been in England for over a decade. He's sitting there talking completely natural, zero accent pressure. But here's the thing. You're reading subtitles and still missing 40% of what he's actually saying.
Oh my God, that's so frustrating. I've done that exact thing.
Right? And the worst part? You're sitting there going, I learned present perfect tense. I know 5,000 words. I can write essays. But when someone casually says, what you doing later? Your brain freezes.
Wait, that's different from what are you doing though, right?
Exactly. And that right there is the whole problem we're solving today. Welcome back to another episode where we're not teaching you grammar books. We're teaching you how your ears actually work.
I like the sound of that already. Literally.
There it is. I'm Ian and
I'm Sophie, and we're about to break the code on why native speakers sound like they're speed talking in another dimension.
But here's the secret nobody tells you.
What?
Building tension? Learning grammar to understand fast speech is literally the opposite strategy. It's like trying to understand music by reading the sheet music while wearing noise-canceling headphones.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. It doesn't. Because here's what's actually happening. Native speakers aren't following grammar rules when they speak fast. They're following sound patterns, what I call sound connections. These are little acoustic bridges that link words together so fast that your brain doesn't even register the breaks.
So it's like they're not even saying the words separately anymore?
You just understood the entire problem in one question. Yes. When someone says, gotta go, they're not saying got to. They're making a completely different sound that your ear hasn't been trained to recognize.
But that's not what I learned in English class.
And that's precisely why you're frustrated. Because you learned the rules, but nobody taught you the sounds. You learned to build the vocabulary mansion, but they forgot to install the doorbell so people could actually reach you.
That's oddly specific, but yeah, I feel that.
So here's what we're doing today. We're giving you 3 invisible techniques that native speakers use every single day. And once you understand these patterns, you're literally going to rewire your ear. When you watch movies without subtitles, you won't strain anymore. When someone talks fast, your brain will finally catch up.
Okay, I'm ready. What's the first technique?
The first invisible technique is called sound contraction, and it starts with understanding something that sounds weird, but is absolutely revolutionary.
Tell me.
Your brain learns language like a child learns to walk, not by memorizing the biomechanics of leg movement, but by doing it over and over until it becomes automatic. Native speakers learned English by hearing it, not by studying it. They learned sounds first, rules second. Sometimes they still don't even know the rules.
So, you're saying I've been doing this backwards the whole time?
Not backwards, just incomplete. You built a house of grammar rules, but you forgot to listen to how people actually live in that house. Sound contraction is how they live there. Let me give you an example.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, I'm going to say 2 sentences. First, the textbook version. Listen closely.
Got it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got that.
Now, here's how a native speaker actually says it in conversation.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, what? That's like 3 different words just became one sound?
Yes, and here's the beautiful part. Your brain isn't confused because you're dumb. Your brain is confused because you were never trained to decode that contraction. It's like someone handing you a puzzle without telling you what the final picture is supposed to be.
Okay, so how do we fix this?
By introducing you to what I call the magic drill. And this is where it gets fun, because you're going to practice 3 contractions that appear in basically 70% of fast English conversation. They are so common, so automatic, that once you master these 3 sound patterns, you're going to feel like someone turned up the volume on your understanding.
What are they?
Number 1, gotta. This is got to, compressed into one syllable. I gotta go. You gotta see this. He's gotta be kidding me.
Gotta.
Say it faster. Gotta.
Gotta. That sounds so different from got to.
Right? Because it is different. It's a new sound your ear is learning. Number 2, wanna. This is want to, but the T completely disappears. You want to grab coffee? Do you want to know the truth? You want to come with us?
Wanna. Oh, that's so different when you say it naturally.
Exactly. And number 3, the big one, gonna. This is going to, but your jaw basically doesn't move. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to love this. That's going to be amazing.
Wait, so it's not gonna? It's more like gonna?
Now you're hearing it. That's the ear training moment right there. Your brain just made a new connection. When you're watching a movie and someone says, "This is going to blow your mind," you've been hearing gonna slowly. But native speakers are saying gna at the speed of light.
This is insane. So I've been listening wrong this whole time?
What do you? Now fast. What do ya?
Aha moment. Oh, I literally cannot unhear how different those are.
That's the training working. Your ear just built a new neural pathway. And here's the crazy part. Once you're aware of consonant elision, you start hearing it everywhere. In movies, in podcasts, in real conversations. Your brain becomes a pattern-matching machine.
So that's 2 techniques now.
Correct. And now for the third one, which is where everything clicks into place. This is called vowel reduction, and it's the absolute game changer.
What makes it so special?
Because vowel reduction happens in almost every word in fast English. Native speakers reduce weak vowels to a single sound called the schwa. It sounds like So about becomes about. Across becomes across. Banana becomes banana.
Wait, that's why I can't understand people. The vowels sound different.
Yes. You've been listening for the textbook pronunciation, where every vowel is clear and distinct, but native speakers crush unstressed vowels into this tiny sound to save energy and move faster. It's like they're speed reading with their mouths.
Okay, so if I understand this right, I've been learning like someone teaching me to read English in a quiet library, but native speakers speak English like they're driving in rush hour traffic?
That's the best metaphor I've ever heard. Exactly that. In the quiet library, every letter is pronounced. On the highway, people are honking, cutting words short, merging sounds together. Chaos, but somehow it all works.
So what's the drill for vowel reduction?
You listen to words in context, not isolation, because vowel reduction is massively context dependent. Can, by itself, sounds like can, but in a sentence like, "Can you help me?" native speakers say, "Can you help me?" The A in can becomes and the O in you vanishes.
This is so complicated, though.
I know it sounds complicated when we're breaking it down, but here's the truth. Your ear already knows this. You just haven't been taught to listen for it consciously. Remember the child learning mode we talked about? Kids don't memorize rules. They absorb patterns through exposure.
So how do we expose ourselves?
This is where I share the secret that changes everything. You stop watching movies with subtitles. I know that sounds scary.
Terrifying.
But wait, you watch a 5-minute clip without subtitles first. Just absorb. Don't stress about understanding every word. Then you watch it again with subtitles and notice how you misheard the sounds. Your brain now has 3 data points: the sound you heard, the sound you expected, and the actual English word. That's the training loop.
That's actually genius.
It's not genius. It's how human brains learn language. Exposure, comparison, correction, repetition. We've just made it conscious instead of accidental.
So if I practice these 3 techniques?
In 2 weeks, you'll notice a massive difference. In a month, native speaker podcasts will feel normal. In 3 months, you'll be understanding fast English without subtitles.
Really?
Really. And here's why. You're not actually learning new English. You're decoding the English you already know, but in a new acoustic format. Your vocabulary doesn't change. Your grammar knowledge doesn't change. You're just training your ear to recognize the same words in their natural, fast form.
But whispering for suspense. But what if I miss some words even after training?
Then you use context. Native speakers miss words too. They don't go back and rewind. They keep moving forward and let the context fill in the gaps. Fast English requires you to be comfortable with ambiguity for like 2 seconds until the next sentence clarifies.
That's so true. I do that in my native language.
Exactly. We're not learning a new skill. We're learning to stop thinking in slow mode. And the moment you make that mindset shift, everything changes. Because now you're not stressing about understanding every syllable. You're confidently writing the flow of conversation.
Okay, so practical advice. Where do I start right now?
Pick one English movie scene you love, 2 to 5 minutes max. Watch it without subtitles once. Write down 3 to 5 things you couldn't understand. Then watch with subtitles and see what you missed. I bet 80% of your misses fall into one of our 3 categories: sound contraction, consonant elision, or vowel reduction.
That's so doable.
Exactly. And then, this is important, rewatch that same scene 3 more times without subtitles in the next week. Your brain will start pattern matching. By day 5, you'll understand that entire scene.
And then I move to a different scene?
Or, if you're feeling confident, watch a full episode. The patterns repeat so much that once you crack a few scenes, the rest accelerates exponentially.
So I'm basically training my brain like an athlete trains their body?
Perfectly said. Except your gym is Netflix and your personal trainer is native speakers who have no idea they're training you.
This is actually fun to think about.
That's the point. Learning doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be grammar worksheets and textbooks. It can be movies, podcasts, conversations, real English, messy English, fast English.
So to recap, we have sound contraction, consonant elision, and vowel reduction?
Yes. These 3 techniques explain why fast English sounds like a different language. But it's not. It's just English optimized for speed. And now you know the code to decode it.
And once I understand this, everything gets easier?
Pause. Not easier. Better. Because you're not fighting against a problem anymore. You're working with how human speech actually works. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't think about sound contractions when he talks. He just does it naturally. Your goal is to hear it naturally, too.
And I can do that in like a month?
A month of consistent exposure? Absolutely. And by month 3, you'll be texting in English, thinking in English, and understanding Netflix without subtitles. The real magic isn't the techniques. It's that you finally aligned your training with how language actually works.
This is so different from how I was learning before.
Because you are learning about English. Now you're learning English the way humans have always learned it, through sound, pattern, and repetition. The way Cristiano Ronaldo learned, the way every native speaker learned.
I feel like I can actually do this now.
You absolutely can. And the best part, you're not starting from zero. You already have grammar, vocabulary, and motivation. You're just adding the one thing that was missing: ear training. You're literally adding one ingredient to a recipe you've already been following.
When you put it that way, it sounds so obvious.
It is obvious, once you know. And that's literally what we just did. We took something that felt impossible and made it obvious. Sound contraction, consonant elision, vowel reduction. 3 patterns. That's it.
That's actually it?
That's it. Now go watch a scene without subtitles. Notice the patterns. Let your brain start connecting. And come back in a week and tell me how many fast English conversations you understood. I promise you, the number will shock you.
I'm actually excited to try this.
That right there is the energy we need. Because fast English isn't impossible. It's not broken. It's not scary. It's just different from what they taught you. And now you know why. Now you know how to decode it. Now you're ready.
Thank you so much for this. I feel like I can finally understand why I was struggling.
And now you can finally understand Cristiano Ronaldo's interviews without subtitles.
That's the dream. All right, everyone listening, that's our episode. Go train those ears.
And remember, it's not about learning more English. It's about hearing the English you already know. That's the retention engine. That's the fast English breakthrough. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.